Hey guys, welcome to Rosie's Dessert Spot. Today we'll be making this speckled cake that is Easter themed with a wreath through the middle. This video is sponsored by Surprise Cake. I'll have more on them very soon. I recommend starting by building your flour so that they have ample time to rest in the freezer and you can handle them with your hands. This is a 104 piping tip. I've just created a little cone on a baking paper sheet on a floral nail, and I'm arching over 3 petals. Go over again with 5 and then again with however many you like. Usually 7 is a great number, but you can make it as big or as small as you like. Tilt your 104 tip slightly outwards towards the end, and that way the petals look like they're flaring out a little bit. Into a Ziploc bag, add your Easter eggs with some gold dust, give them a little bit of a toss around to coat, and then you'll have these pretty little golden Easter eggs. For the cake, you could use your homemade one, or I decided to challenge myself and I bought 3 store-bought cakes. Now these are mud cakes from Coles actually. So what I'm doing here is applying buttercream directly to the top. You can level it off and you're less likely to get any air bubbles trapped if you do level it off, but I really like the icing on top of this, so I wanted to keep it. Because it is domed, however, you do have to level that off, and I used my buttercream to do so. I have a whole bunch of buttercream on the edges and just a little bit right in the center. Pop your last cake upside down, that way the flat side is facing up and you'll end up with a level cake. When you apply your crumb coat, make this a little bit thicker than usual, especially where the 2 cakes meet. There's going to be a little bit of a pocket because it dips in. You want to make sure that you fill that as much as you can, otherwise air pockets can get trapped, and as the cake rests, that little pocket of air will escape and bulge off the side of your cake. Fill in any pockets as you go, smooth down, repeat, and then when you're happy with the finish, you can bring that lip of frosting to the middle. Refrigerate your cake for 20 minutes so that the frosting has time to set and become nice and solid, and then you can apply your final layer of frosting. I've chosen to go with a pastel pink color by adding in just a drop of gel food color in red. Smooth it out, fill in any pockets. When you're happy with the finish, bring that lip of frosting towards the middle and then take some edible gold dust and some rose water spirit or vodka. If you can't use vodka, you can use lemon juice or white vinegar instead. And then with that paint, you can just kind of tap your brush and spritz it with little gold speckles. The larger the brush is, the easier this will be. Give it a nice hard tap and you should get lots of beautiful color on there. For the rosettes, I've used the 1M piping tip. You can see in the bag there that half of it is filled with purple and on the other half I filled with a light blue. That we get both shades of color coming through. Create little stars and then stick your roses onto those stars. This is what we piped at the beginning of the video. I also filled in the larger spaces with rosettes using a 32 piping tip and purple frosting. Stick in your gold covered Easter eggs, and I've also applied some edible gold driggies as well, edible little gold pearls. This cake will be assembled on the Surprise Cake popping cake stand. I won't go into a lot of detail on how to assemble this, but I will leave a link in the description box below that'll show you how to do it in full detail. The Surprise Cake stand is available at surprisecake.com, and I will link this in the description box below. It is totally reusable and can last many years to come. You can use a store-bought cake or a homemade one as long as the cake is between 6 and 10 inches in diameter and no more than 6 inches tall. You can also purchase a music box to trigger the popping stand as I have in this video tutorial, or you can simply pull on the trigger to release the popping stand. The stand can also transform into a popping cupcake stand by purchasing the cupcake kit. This turns your stand into a 3-tier popping cupcake stand and also comes with extra plates and a cupcake topper, which will be linked below. Inside the gift shuttle, you can add in a smartphone, lots of colourful and fun candy, a ribbon for gender reveal, gift box, jewellery, gift cards, cash, the list goes on. It is especially perfect for a quarantine event, bringing that extra excitement to the table and festive spirit. Once you've placed your cake on the cake stand plate, you can decorate the very top. I actually left the center where the shuttle is empty, I didn't add any decorations on top, but normally you can add just a very thin film of buttercream to hide that section. You don't want to add too much or it'll stop the shuttle from popping out of the cake, so do be careful with that. Add your little Easter eggs inside, pull on the trigger or the music box, and your surprise will pop out of the cake. I've also created a shell border at the base just to hide where the cake meets with the cake board. And that's it! Your awesome little Easter creation is complete with the speckled cake and the piped wreath. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and give it a go. Thank you so much also to Surprise Cake for sponsoring this video. I'll have a link for them in the description box below for you guys if you'd like to check them out. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you again in the next one.